Hey folks, Quillian here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. We are Savory, Savoy, and look, it's the Americas! And there's something over here too. I actually don't know how we've got this much knowledge spread to us at this point. 1472, is this normal? It feels really early to me, but maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But somehow we got a little bit of information about stuff. It's spotty, we don't know how to get here, but you know there's a here to get to. Technically, you know, we haven't proved that the world is round yet, but we're getting surprisingly close. Wow, I mean, everyone knows the world is round. They figured that out in, like, 2000 BC, the Greeks and things. But we haven't, like, circumnavigated it. That's the word I'm looking for. I think I can unpause here. Last episode, we did go and beat up on Genoa, taking a little bit of territory. Only one province, because that is our aggressive expansion limit. So, I mean, and we took a bunch of other things, too. One of the big things, of course, is that we humiliated Genoa. So that's going to be a bunch of power projection, +1 to all of our monarch power, which is really, really helpful. And, I mean, it's satisfying to take big chunks, but really, either we wait longer and take it all in one swoop, or we do multiple little wars, taking a little bit at a time, keeping our AE under the limit, and then getting a bonus of, like, we get to do these extra humiliations and extra money. So I'm really happy I pulled the trigger on Genoa, and it really didn't cost us much. Manpower went up. It looks a little lower than it did partway through the war here, just because we just queued up 5 dudes to be built. So really, we had 9,000 manpower, and we started the war at 3,500. So not too shabby. I'm going to try to rebuild our navy here. Oh yes, rivalries. I think we are still capped on rivalries. It wouldn't be bad if we could switch things around to make friends. We're making a lot more enemies than anything else right now. And it would be nice to rival, some of the other people. We're already rivaling Genoa. But it would be nice actually to flip from Provence to Milan, because we're much more likely to go after Milan first. Sure, you can have access. That's going to be fine. Income, well, that number's not quite accurate because we did just take a bunch of money directly. But we do have war reps, so I think our income's going to be a little higher than before. Military is rebel busting. We can't drill, and I can't lower maintenance. Our forts are down, which is good. Well, I can grab you. You pay for yourself okay enough. And I think our income's going to be all right. What we'll do is we'll check after the numbers, after the month cycles, to get a more accurate count. And then we might even get a military advisor in here. We're ahead on military tech, but we are still hoping to pick some quality ideas. Hopefully, yeah, I don't think we'll hit the cap. The question is how quickly we get the admin up. But we did flip the admin focus. It's nice and balanced right now, actually. All right, June. Yeah, we're making tons of cash. I will take the manpower increase. Doesn't really help us in fighting, except that having more manpower is good. You're grouping up over there. You're still on rebel stomping duty. Yeah, that's what that flag is there. We got the rebellion. That's A-okay. Deal with that. Boom. I mean, we lost some manpower in there, but not the end of the world. Still have some rebel factions brewing. But not the Milanese anymore. There's just a little bit of Swiss and a little Genoan. And so the stompings should be okay. Ah! Well, we're going to spend more admin bringing us up to +1 here. And yeah, I will. Corruption is growing, is it? Oh, that makes sense because we are overextended. Yeah, we're going to counter with that right away. How's our modifiers here? So improve relations and annex vassal more or less balance out. Actually, it's less than in our favor here. No, I'm thinking of it wrong. It's not how it balances out. 35 and extra 25, so 40, 60. So we're sort of at 160, depending on how quickly annex vassals goes away. We could do it with some gifts and subsidies. I may as well improve relations now. I don't think it'll quite work out, but I got nothing to do with this diplomat, really. I mean, I could suck up to some other neighbors and things, but I'm not sure there's much we can need to do. Our name's gotten a lot bigger, which is nice. It's going to last until we turn into the horrible, horrible name and color of Sardinia Piedmont. It'll really be a sprint at that point to form Italy. Because it's such a long name, our font's going to be tiny. Very miserable. At least Italy's nice and short. Golden Arrow. We can Golden Arrow whenever we want over here. I'm going to delay it for as long as possible. Although we could also consider some sort of timing it for when we're going to spend the most amount of power back to back. But, I mean, ultimately in 50 years, there's going to be a few windows where we spend a bunch of power regardless. So I don't think there's really a sweet spot there. But we may as well delay it. There's no reason to rush. We are going to want... These things will pay for themselves and then some over the course of the game. I might want to bank the money for now. in case there is a war that is intimidating and I need some mercs. No, you know what? I think it makes sense to go ahead and build these right away. Pavia even has autonomy still. Yeah, right over there. General left us. Okay, we still have another general, although, yeah, right over here. He's not as good because he doesn't have the shock pips, unfortunately. But we'll use him for now. That's going to be okay. Veronese separatists. Oh, Mantua ate all of Ferrara. But Ferrara wants to spawn again. Which is probably good for me, that kind of chaos. This is the Independence War for Flanders. And, yeah, occupied by Flanders. And then I was going to say there's the English War. French and the English are back at war over there. Which presumably France should be able to win just because, you know, landmass. And I think they declared war for, yeah, Bordeaux. Yeah, they've got huge points. They can hold the war goal. Administrating an empire with the Ottomans. How you guys doing? You're not currently at war. You did do some kerfuffling with Venice and stuff, which is one of the reasons we started our own jump on things. Oh, I can purchase an ability. Finally! Guys, I can purchase an ability. So, this would have been nice a second ago. The free war tax isn't bad, because right now it's costing us 2 military power per month while we're at war. The other thing that could be nice, we're not doing the colony, but combat bonus, this would be combat bonus in mountains, which is interesting to consider. I think, really, though, what we're looking for is either the free war taxes, but this might not be bad at all, because we're really... Aggressive expansion is our limiting factor in, well, expansion for us. It's not going to do anything for us retroactively, but on future war... Yeah, I'm going to hit this, because there's definitely going to be some more wars in this era that we're going to do. I'm sure of it. And the 10% reduction could be incredibly useful. We could reduce it more, I think, if we had... Yeah, if we had more prestige. One of the things with tanking our prestige is it's unfortunate because there's the negative aggressive expansion impact bonus from having a high prestige, which is pretty handy. At least our legitimacy's really fixed itself. So that's nice. And, well, I mean, I guess we died, so it took over here. And you've got a strong claim, so that's going to be really good in there, too. So Vittorio should be fine. That's good to see. Things are being built. Things are being cored. Well, one place is being cored. Nearly done. Rebellion situation is fine. In fact, I could probably not rebel stomp. So, I guess we're making money, so I'll drill. Yeah. What I can do is I can drop the maintenance. Although, the guys who are drilling still charge us full maintenance, so it's not really going to change anything. I could split things up or whatever, but I may as well go and put the slider down there in case for some reason. If the general dies, we'll no longer be drilling, and I may not want to bother rehiring the general right away, and I'll be like, okay, I'll just save some money. I should probably, though, not have you quite as exposed. You could sit in Cuneo. You'd have enough... yeah, you have enough supply. Well, with a general, you have enough supply. Oh, no, it's 23, so either way we're okay. You know what? Actually, I'll sit you in Torino. I just want somewhere that, if a war happens right away, the fact that you're sitting at 0 morale from drilling or from not, you know, paying the troops, won't cause it to explode right away. Yeah, we can recall that. That's fine. So let's do some checking over here. So the 34, minus 34, so 30, 160, yeah, that's the same as before. We can get 25 from a gift, which is 185. We can get a little more from subsidies. So once the Annex Vassal goes away, we're going to be in good shape. What I might do, so theoretically, 1.5 years. So this will be done in about 20 years, depending on how things go. Not as quick as it could be. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start giving subsidies. And so 15 is the max. So if it's going to be gone in 20 years, if we line this up to about... I mean, even this, well, this would take 30 years to max out. So I'll do one extra notch. This will line up. We'll hit about the max subsidies bonus right around the time where the Annex Vassal penalty goes away. And then we can just give a gift to put it over the top. And there might be some event, you know, one of the random events that gives you plus 20 relations with, you know, all Catholics or whatever at some point. Ooh, government reforms. Nice. Oh, yeah. Bureaucracy. Centralized. autonomy change, decentralized, more cultures. I actually think I might lead on the culture side. And speaking of, yeah, because there's already more cultures we want to add in. Diplo power, but we can do that. Because, yeah, we're always going to have a real mishmash of cultures. I think humanism is going to be really good, but as we keep expanding, it's going to continue to be a thing. I think it's a pretty easy decision to go decentralized. The autonomy thing is really nice, especially if we are expanding aggressively and we want to be able to gain the benefits of the territory right away. On the other hand, if we're expanding a lot and getting a bunch of different cultures, being able to promote more is also good. So I think these are kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other when it comes to expansionism. This is probably the most sort of YOLO aggressive, but this is sort of stable aggressive, and I think it's going to work out really well for us. So we're going to go and hit that, and we're ahead of time on Diplo. Yep. So I see no reason why we wouldn't accept some cultures, which will help with some of the stability anyway. I mean, yeah, might as well. And if you're going to do it as soon as possible so you reap the benefits. Not like we need Diplo power right now, so we're okay there. It's too bad we can't Royal Marry Geneva. Oh, that war ended. Some warfare ended anyway. If we go and take a look at the diplomacy screen, alliances, Castile hates England, hates Aragon, which is, I think, really good for us. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, yes, sir. 3 bags full. We're going to officially say that we're interested in territory over here. We're also very interested in this. Probably just deal with that. I'm not going to put it here because we're currently friends with the Pope. So we're not going to do that. But yeah, we'll go and mark our territory over there. That's going to be fine. Now with Aragon, okay, you're coming back in 10 days. I'm going to start spying and get a claim on Sasser over here. We don't have any ships to land over there, although we might not need it. First of all, Castile would. It'll be a while before they're willing to join in. But we're friends with France and Castile right now. It's actually pretty sick. Now, it's going to take a while before we get, you know, enough sort of trust and favors and things, but it'll get there. Let me just finish this up. I mean, probably they would have asked me anyway. Well, let's do that. Get out of the way, because then we'll have a diplomat occupied here for a while to build up some spy networks, fabricate claim. Yeah, doesn't say we can't. We should be able to do here because we've got the same sea zone. And that would be really good. A few sailors again. I might start building some transports. Yeah, let me build 1 cog. Doesn't take as many sailors, which is good, and then we'll figure out the next step. You guys, we can summon a Diet. There's no reason not to. You want stability 3, and you'll give me prestige. Yeah, maybe not so much. Manpower 75%, and you'd give me a half-off level 1 dude, which is actually kind of nice. Or naval size, you'll give me an admiral. This is going to take us a while to get the manpower. The thing is, we're not that far from the naval 75% force limit. Because we did... Okay, well, we don't have it now because we've queued up a ton of ships. Because we're sailor limited, but... You know, I'll do this one. It's going to be fine. Now, can I seize land? What the heck was that weird sound? My phone just made a very odd alert sound. Okay. So it's 20 loyalty. So everyone's above 50%. That's the loyalty is the heart. Yes, so we can easily hit this. Excellent. Because I'm going to want this whenever possible. I'd like a pop-up to remind me when this can be executed. That would be really helpful. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, build up over here. That's great. Brunswick. Well, didn't they just go through an emperor like a second ago, like last video? They re-elected Brunswick. It's been very short-lived. How are we doing over here? Age 13. I mean, we'll lose a PowerPoint when you get elected. Possible advisors, yeah, not really a big deal one way or another. Hopefully you get a positive trait for us. That would be lovely. Everyone's busy except for a missionary because we've got nothing to convert because we're all currently Catholic. What is the reform desire? 72%. And yeah, I think we're going to switch to Protestant. I think it's definitely going to be that. Now, obviously that'll cause quite a bit of religious tension with some of... Whoa, that is a big thing. Protestant would be, I think, a lot better for us, especially if we want to expand in Italy and conquer Rome. Yeah, it is. But, oof, that's going to hurt over here. But maybe we can stay friendly enough with our allies that they will like us even though we are heretics. Fingers crossed, right? Mm-hmm. See how that's going to work out for us. You're drilling, you're doing that. We're getting a few points put in here, which will be kind of handy. We can afford to do it, so that's okay. We still have quite a bit of income coming in, which is great. We've got some more buildings we're going to want to build. Yeah, I don't think there's anything for us to really babysit. Castle's about to finish in Torino, which I think will advance a mission for us. I definitely want a castle here regardless, so that's a no-brainer. Called Arms. Name Alice is known far beyond the borders of our duchy. Not only is she our exalted consort regent, she's also famous for her military prowess. And her chili. Up until now, she's been contributing to the safety of the war room. However, there are voices who call for her presence in the battlefield. They increase in number as well as strength every passing day. But yeah, consort regent Alice over here. Can make her into a general, or not make her into a general. I don't know, make her into a general. Oh, could I normally not? Because she's female? Yeah. Alright, we'll make her into a general. Where is she? Did I hit the wrong button? Did I hit the not general button? Which isn't the end of the world. But, oops. Okay. I thought I hit the top button and the top button was... I don't know. Yeah, we're going to complete this mission. We could wait. We could wait to complete this. For when we need the readiness. But the thing is... all neighboring countries need an army smaller than me. Wait, really? Wait, all of them, including France? Taking any of our neighbors. Wow. Okay, that's a hard... so we've really got no way to truly do it. Well, here's an interesting question. How much of an army does France have right now? Oh. I guess, oh, right, I can get it from here. Yeah, no, that's pretty big, so we're not going to be able to complete that. Yeah, I might want to just delay this until we need the 25% defensiveness. Because it starts a countdown at that point, you know, 100 years. Although, if another mission somehow becomes completable in this time, that might be kind of annoying. No, it's no longer that, so we are going to have the Eclipsed, which is going to give us more power now. It's too bad because I would like to rival them back, but if we can get Milan because they rival us, and that would be a perfect rival for us. No complaints there. Costly trade embargo. I mean, how costly is it? I remember, I think I need a dude to revoke an embargo. Which is weird, you know, just to cancel it. Let them know. Yeah, let me just wait. These will pay for themselves fairly well, especially as other modifiers kick in and they might get some growth. The trade thing in Torino wouldn't be bad. Actually, we need more buildings in Torino. And 3 trade power there is not bad. And it's in, you know, the Genoan trade node. So it's going to be something. It's not as powerful maybe as, you know, it could be somewhere else. Who owns this? Oh, Florence owns Corsica now. Okay. Fabricate claim on Sasser. Done. Stop building the spy network. And revoke embargo over here. So out of curiosity, no one will join in on our side right now. We still don't have the favors with France. Now, the favors build up slowly over time. They especially do if we go to war, right? But gain a favor every 3 years. It does take a while. If they had called me into the war against England, it would have been great. Because then it would owed me tons. But it's still there. It's still ready to go. Do we have a truce going on over here? That's me, right? Yes, truce of Savoy for quite a few years. I mean, there's a few other neighbors we could kind of target. But again, with the aggressive expansion, it's not like I have to rush into a war. All right, we have a new duck. We don't know what our trade is yet. Ah, Negative Diplo rep. Okay, that's going to slow down our annexation, but it doesn't actually affect the relationship. I went to war there. You're still allied with France, yeah. And I wish I could, like, put in a little automated alert. If these guys are no longer allied with France, please put a big pop-up. Oh, we're going to keep our royal marriage going with France. That's a for sure. That is a terrible consort. Hopefully we don't need that. France has a disputed succession. Oh, but too much prestige. Burgundy's getting a peasant war. Have fun with that. Fortifications are still the only one. Conquer Genoa is going to happen at some point. Annexing these guys is going to happen at some point. All in, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're just waiting for that annex vassal thing to go away. Oh, was it? Did it go from 1.5 to 1.6? It might have. We might have other modifiers that are helping out with that. That would be kind of nice. If we get 2% more, we can take another one of these policies that gives us +1 points. General went away. And we don't have the other general. The supply limit... Oh, probably because of winter is going up a little bit here. Alright, I'll just move you on here. It's not like Genoa can start a war with us, because we've got the truce timer. And yeah, we'll just run without army maintenance right now. Just because I don't have a general. Now that's interesting. That is weak claim, but good amount of points. It's a 12-point person. Lose some prestige, and they only have a weak claim. That's a lot of points, though. Let's go for it. National Epic, yearly prestige boost. Yes, please. And Filippo the Heir, that's going to be okay, too. Yeah, that's fine. Ferrara, okay. I think they got some of their territory back from Mantua. I don't actually know the process of things, but sure, in like what order that happened in. We don't have to hit this button yet. We can wait for it. We're not currently fighting. We can afford to wait for the cost to go down, at the very least. Would we have unbalanced research? Yeah, we would actually, because we'd be 3 tech out of whack with administrative technology. But this is finally going to kick in. We'll take our quality ideas, which I want. Quality's good in general. It's got some great events. And yeah, ultimately we'll take that, and then we'll go into innovation. I mean, the traditions are good, but actually we do need the power. I'm going to go there. Proof relations. I could set, That's interesting. Brittany, I'm assuming you have... Oh, I was going to say, I'm assuming you have a good relationship with France, huh? Let's Provence. I wonder if I could have gotten called in sooner there. Wait a minute. France wouldn't jump in. I don't know if we've got time. What I get for not having a claim on Provence here. I'm gonna just bring up my army maintenance a little so that they slowly reinforce. And we're a little closer. Yeah, we can burn Diplo power. That's gonna be okay. We'll be ready to do this potentially as well here. I'm gonna go to 15. Oh, we're still gonna be okay. Yeah, I think we'll be okay to develop our quality ideas. Although we will be in the war, and the tech is such a huge boost that it might be worthwhile. What the heck and heck? Fleet's slowly building up. Yeah, this is what I get for not having claims ready, because that would have been unbelievable. Their war has ended. Provence has grown a little. Still, well, we'll see what it says afterwards. I'll make the claim anyway, because some of the calculus changes depending on what CB you use as well. Oh, they just got excommunicated. Oh, wait, France has claimed my throne. Well, we've seen this before, haven't we? That is interesting. A bold move, Cotton. We can excommunication CB. Yeah, France would not jump in. Okay. Let's do this. We won't have any morale right now, but I want to start it. Oh, I got to put a cut in this. So I'm going to do that. Cliffhanger. But we are going to be fairly eager to start this war. Well, you're not bad. Before anything really weird changes. They've just fought a war. Their troops are away. Yeah, actually, we'll probably start it right away, because I don't think, like, you know, we were not going to want to get into a fight right away, but I don't think their troops are going to be in position, because they're probably still over here. They're probably going to have all kinds of unrest and stuff like that, which is going to hurt them a lot. Oh, this is going to be, I think this is going to be good, you guys. We'll enable our defensiveness, and maybe we'll Golden Age. Okay, well, we'll put a cut in here. I'll give it a little bit of a think for a second before I actually pull the trigger, but I'm pretty sure this should be okay. We might want to double check the state of France and just really make sure they're not going to jump in on this. Folks, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.